Welcome back, superstars. This is part 2, continuing on from the awesomeness of part 1. We are going more into upper body and we are going to annihilate your shoulders, so prepare for that. Starting with an upright row. Okay, there's a few ways to do this. The band, whether it's looped or whether it has handles, is going to be a great option. You're going to take a slightly wider stance if you're using a looped band, with the band at about the hips from this position, so that we have enough space to pull up from there. Okay, so we're leading with the elbows, not with the hands. Okay, we're not a kangaroo right in its mum's pouch. That's cute, that's not how you exercise. So wide stance, holding on, hands are near each other, maybe thumb lengths apart, roughly is the distance I would be going. Chest is lifted, of course, with the core on. And from here, we're raising the elbows above the hands, making like the letter V with the arms, all the way up, down slowly, keeping the shoulders pulled back. So making sure we're not rounding as we go down, yeah? Up, elbows towards the ceiling, pretend you've got strings on the elbows, pulling them up. Now, just below the clavicle, so just below the collarbone, if you can go that high, that's what we're aiming for. And slowly down, maintaining that nice tall posture. Let me show you a few from the side. Same deal, elbows nice and high. Slowly down. Now you may find a little bit of asymmetry in your technique. That's totally normal. Just use the mirror, film yourself a few times. See if you can develop a little bit more symmetry and work on that technique, okay? If you have a band with handles, same thing. Of course, you would just put one foot probably in the center of that band, and you would hold the handles as you pull up and down. If there was a little bit of laxity in the band, if it was quite stretchy, then you may want to step on with both feet, and then same deal. If you have plates can work for this for sure, especially if they have handles. Just watch that they don't hit each other, okay? So make sure you've got enough space, more or less the same technique. You're just pulling a little bit wider because, of course, you don't want the plates to hit each other. Technique is the same, works the same. And then with dumbbells, it definitely works. Let's see if I can muster the strength. This is quite a heavy weight for this exercise for 10 kilos. Let's see what I've got. Yeah, not bad, okay. Not too bad. They are heavy though. Same technique. And you're probably not gonna go so high with the dumbbells, just again, because of that distance that you wanna maintain between the weights. So just a little bit, like half an inch between the weights is fine. Whatever shoulder mobility you have, which allows for that. So moving on from here, we're going onto a lateral raise. Now, this is going to be great if you have a band with handles, because you're just going to put one foot on that band and you're going to raise out to the side and then back down. If it's a stretchy band, again, 2 feet to kind of take out that slack, same deal. Now, if you have a band like this, I would be doing something similar to the bicep curl, set up and standing with a little bit of space at the end of the band, and doing one side at a time, pulling out to the side. Nope, that's not gonna work. Readjust, try again, and then back down. This is still a little bit thick for this exercise, so note to self, a thinner band, if you've got this style of band, is going to be helpful, but you know what? That's still tough, so you do what you can. Yeah? Ideally, you have the handled bands for this. Just go to where you can. Ribs in, little bend to the elbow, so we're not completely locked out. We don't want to put too much strain through there. Little bend is good. And squeezing the shoulder to raise to where you can. Watch the wrist, also not folding at the wrist. Try and keep those knuckles in line with the wrist, in line with the elbow, slightly lower than the shoulder. That's actually tough. All right, so that's how to do it with a band. Plates will work. These are quite chunky. If you can put your thumbs through the center of the plates, which typically you can with a plate, I would do something like this. Ribs down, chest tall. Same arm position, so a little bend to the elbows, and we're coming out to the sides and then back down. Okay? Out to the sides and then back down. Watch as you get to the top that you're not throwing the hips forward, because that's not quite how you do it. That is how you throw your back out, not how you do a lateral raise. And Bob's your uncle. This is 5 kilos. It's a little bit on the heavier side for a lateral raise. I'm going to suggest more like 3 kilos, 2.5 even as a starting point, or whatever bands you have, which will do the trick. And then of course dumbbells now. Now she gets nervous because 10 kilos is quite a lot of weight to lateral raise with. Let's see. Can she do it? Not quite, but you get the point. You would be holding the dumbbells in front. You can do both at the same time, it's more efficient. Little bend of the elbow, of course. Strong core. You would come out to where you can and then back down. So as I mentioned, 10 kilos is quite a lot. If I had 4, 5, 6 maybe kilos, I'd be able to get closer to parallel. Parallel is kind of the ideal range. If you can go slightly above, great. It's not the end of the world if you can't quite get to parallel. Largely depends on the mobility that you have in the shoulders. So whatever range of motion you have, just work with that. This is about being adaptable and flexible. And then the next one. Now I picked these up from Eugene Teo, a trainer from Melbourne. Not Melbourne, Melbourne. You don't actually pronounce it the way it's spelled. And he's got some really awesome exercises. So this is full credit to him. It's not, no, we're not playing sock puppets. I'm sorry, disclosure. We're not playing sock puppets, but you will want something slippery. So socks or some small hand washer towels to put under your hands, because you're going to be doing floor spreads. This is actually my first time trying this, so let's see what happens. This might be a blooper. We're going to start. Now, I'll show you on your knees first. It's probably safer that I start this way. Kind of like a push-up position, and if you want something under the knees to cushion, now is the perfect time to grab that yoga mat or folded towel. And you're essentially, with the fingers pointed away from you, spreading the floor. So slowly going down with control. And this is, yeah, it gets tough, guys. Trying to control as best you can before going down. Now, of course, you don't have to hit the ground itself. You can use the knee to bring yourself back up and reset, okay? With the posture again, ribs to the hips, squeezing the glutes to help you stay in a nice controlled position. Weight shifted forwards, shoulders more or less over the wrists, so we're not too far back here, yeah? And then again, slowly. It's tough. I like this. Okay. If you're feeling game, let's see what happens when we go on our toes. So you're starting like a push-up position, but with the fingers turned out, glutes on. Ooh, this is interesting. My socks are from H&M, and they come on a set. The other ones have Mickey Mouse on them. Just while we're talking all things socks. Okay, reset, glutes on, weight forwards, in your toes. So really want to be as far into the toes as you can be. And then from there, slowly, control. Woo! Yeah, that's fun. Okay, so that is the third exercise. Socks may need a wash afterwards, of course. From here you have your rest, of course. You grab a drink, wipe your pretty face off. We go back to the lateral raises, and then into the, actually I think we went upright rows first, upright rows, then onto the lateral raises, and then the floor spreads. Floor spreads, really using the core, legs are on, but the resistance is coming from the chest and the front of the shoulder. So nice little shoulder focused workout for you, and best of luck. That'll be a nice little burn. Don't try and reach for anything too high the next day. You may have some T-Rex arms going on, and I will see you in the next workout.